everybody. Welcome to our first episode of Journey to the Expert. Okay, let me see whether I can see myself or not. Okay, so anybody in here yet? So if you're into our Facebook Live session now, can you please say a hi so that I know that you're in the session? My name is Stephanie and I'll be hosting the Facebook Live series called Journey to the Expert. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna wait for more people to come in. Oh, so Ikhram joined me virtually and also physically. Hi Ikhram. Okay, let's wait for more people to come in. Okay, if you are in here, please say hi so that I know that you are in, and then we can start quickly, okay? Oh, hi Terrence, welcome to the Facebook Live. You're the second person to log in. Hello. Thank you for your support. Okay, can we have more people? Okay, so if you are into our Facebook Live session already, so what I need you to do is that can you please share this video to all your friends so that they can benefit from this sharing session as well, because this sharing is going to be one of a kind sharing whereby you're going to have a lot of learning points coming out from our special guests. So hi OSM, hello. Okay, my name is Daphne and I'll be hosting the Facebook Live session for today called Journey to the Expert. So let's wait for more people to come in first before we start, okay? So meanwhile, can you please help me to share this live session so that more people can get benefit out of it, okay? Let's do that. Okay, please share this out. Now, meanwhile, if you are currently running an AirBNB business, we would also want to know. So maybe you can drop us a comment there so that we can know how many people are already running AirBNB business and is with us this evening. Okay. So okay, let's wait for more people. Oh, very excited. This is actually our first episode of Journey to the Expert. Okay, looks like we have more people coming in already. Okay, if you are in the session, please say hi so that I know that you are in and we can start the session faster, okay? So please say hi to me so that I know you are here. Okay, so hi Terrence. Wow, okay, thank you for your unlimited supply of like and support for our Facebook Live session. Okay, before I start, maybe I should just share or maybe some of us are curious why the name called Journey to the Expert. It sounds quite cute, right? Agree? Okay, so the name came about is that have you heard of this very classical drama called Journey to the West? It's a Chinese old classical drama. I believe a lot of us have been watching that since young, right? Yeah. Oh, hi Trump. Hi, welcome to the live session. Okay, so yeah, so the name of the movie called Journey to the West. So what happens is that in the movie, is there's actually a group of there's a few characters. They are on their journey to the West to get a very precious what do you call that? Bible, the Chinese basically some knowledge from the West. So we decided that to do this series called Journey to the Expert because the angle that I'm looking at is that me as a newbie entrepreneur who have just started my business of Bakari chocolate not long ago, and I always love to learn from the expert. So it is actually my journey going on to different experts from different fields. Every month I'll be meeting different experts and they will be sharing with me and teaching me or even discussing on topics that's related to business, life or investment. So through this journey, I'll be able to learn from all these experts, and hopefully one day I can be an expert too. So yeah, so I was thinking that instead of me learning alone in this entrepreneurship journey, why not share with you guys? So that's how Journey to the Expert Facebook Live series was born. So I'm very grateful and thankful that all of you actually took your time off in a Tuesday evening to come and join us. Much appreciated. So thank you so much for coming in. So meanwhile, for those who have just came in, please say hi so that I know you are here and we can start the session soonest. Meanwhile, please help to share this live session out, because I believe that this session will be very beneficial for your groups of friends, be it people who are already running Airbnb business, or maybe they are just thinking that if they should even start doing that. So this is going to be a very insightful discussion with our expert, Airbnb expert, that he's going to share with us a lot of secret, a lot of insights in the business. So I'm sure you don't want to miss out. So please help us share this out, okay? Hi Jeff, hi Marian, hello. Hi, welcome. So please share this out, yeah? Now for those who are in here, okay, let's do a vote. Okay, some of you who have known that what's our topic today, right? Can you all remember? Okay, never mind, I will share with you again in case you forgot. Okay, the topic that we're going to talk about today is that, is it too late to jump into Airbnb business now? So I repeat, the topic that we're going to discuss today is it too late to jump into an Airbnb business now? So before we start, I would like to hear your opinion. So if you feel that it's too late, you already missed the first boat, on the emoticon, put a sad face, the crying face. So I know that you feel that it's too late. Now if you feel that there's still hope, it's never too late, put a smiley face so that I can know your words. Okay, can we all do that? I would love to hear from you, so that your opinions is important as well, right? So hi Davy, welcome, hello. So as usual, if you're just in, please help us share this out so that all your friends can get benefit as well. So okay, thank you Marian. Oh, Marian is very optimistic. She feels that it's never too late. So thank you for your opinion. Okay, how about the rest? So if you feel that it's too late, you already missed the first boat of jumping into the Airbnb bandwagon, put a sad face, the crying emoticon. If you feel that it's never too late, this is the right time, put a smiley icon. So we would like to hear your opinion, okay? So keep the comments coming in. Keep it coming in. We want to hear from you, your opinion, your thoughts is very important for us, okay? So please come in. Okay, not only that, although this is our first episode for Journey to Expert, we are actually very honored and to be able to have a group of sponsors who came in and says that, hey, who believe in our mission and wants to sponsor us. So the price is amazing, man. You don't want to miss that. So how it's gonna work is that the lucky draw is gonna be at the end of this session. So please make sure you stay until the end. I'm sure you don't want to miss the lucky draw. It's very cool. It's not only one prize, there are multiple prizes to be won. So how the lucky draw is gonna work? Okay, we will need your engagement during the session. So you can ask as many questions as you want to Ikhram. So by asking questions, it means that you are submitting your votes submitting your application for the lucky draw. At the end of the session, we will do a lucky draw, and the lucky winner will walk away with a very cool, amazing prizes. So we have two main sponsors who are sponsoring us the prizes. So first and foremost, we have Living Space. Yeah, so Living Space is a life-changing accommodation. Their Airbnb is absolutely awesome. So awesome that it's full house today. Yeah, actually we wanted to bring you guys around to show you the beautiful Airbnb, but can you believe on a Tuesday evening, the Airbnb is full So yeah, so now you know how awesome this place is, right? So I'm sure you don't want to miss it. So you might walk away with free stay in this Airbnb sponsored by our living space. Okay, so not only that, we have another sponsor that's coming in. It's none other than, drum roll please, Slovenia, Malaysia. So this is a very new brand in Malaysia but very famous overseas. So this brand is the new and upcoming high quality premium lighting brand. So if you want your house to be beautiful, yeah, you're gonna walk away with cash voucher from that. So what you're gonna do? Stay until the end. We're gonna have lucky draw, okay? So, okay, go back to business. Yes, we have more people. Hello, KK. Hello, Edwin. Hello, Chin Xian. Yeah, Terence and OSM on give a very sad face. I believe they feel that it's too late to jump into Airbnb business. Okay, no worries. Okay, for those newcomers, let me just do a very quick brief through because we are going to start in a very short while already. So the topic that we're going to discuss today is it too late to jump into Airbnb business? So we would like to hear your thoughts. So if you feel it's too late to go in now, you have already missed the boat, send us a sad emoticon. It means that you feel that it's too late. Now if you feel that there is hope, it's not too late yet, send us a smiley so that we can know your thoughts, okay? Can we all do that? Meanwhile, please share this video out so that all your friends can get benefited from it, because this is a very rare opportunity where we're gonna talk, we get to talk to Ikhram and learn the insights from the Airbnb business from the expert himself. So please do that, okay? Hi Steven, welcome. Okay, so let me introduce you the expert for today. Okay, I first came to know, the first time I meet Ikhram was I think 2 years ago. I think so. Yeah. So that time I was being introduced to Ikhram by Money Mastery community on this project called Propreneur, where they it's actually a book where they put businesses into property. So I was very fortunate because that time Ikhram was actually one of the authors. So I get to talk to him and even interview him, and wow, I was very amazed by his story and the knowledge that he has about Airbnb and how he runs it and all. So at the point of time I was thinking that how nice if one day I can collaborate with him. So thank God, 2 years later we managed to collaborate with him, and I'm very honored to have him on our first episode itself in Journey to the Expert. Now Ikhram is not someone that you will not familiar. In fact, if you are in the property business, if you are in Airbnb, you would have heard Ikhram's name everywhere. I'm not joking, seriously, because he's like the speaker for Property Guru, and he writes very awesome blogs. He's basically everywhere lah. So if let's say you're in Airbnb business and you don't know Ikhram, the next question that I'm thinking that, are you sure you are running the business in Malaysia? Yeah, that's how famous Ikhram is. So I'm very fortunate to be able to invite Ikhram over as our guest for tonight to actually discuss with us on this topic called is it too late to jump into Airbnb business now? So now why this topic came about is that I always heard a lot of people, in fact a lot of my friends around me are in Airbnb business, and a lot of them make a lot of money in something. But as more people know about Airbnb, more people jump in, right? So it becomes more competitive. But so the question is, if now I'm only started to think that I want to go into the business, is it too late? So who else better to ask, right, than the expert itself? So are you guys ready? Because I'm going to bring Ikhram in. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's turn the camera a bit.
Hello.
Hello. Everyone. This is Ikhram, my special guest for today. Hi Ikhram, welcome to the Facebook live session.
Hi Daphne. Thank you very much for having me here. You've said very nice words. Yeah, I'm feeling shy. I'm still trying to recover.
But that's the truth. Okay.
And by the way, you're an expert as well, because the way you've been running this Facebook Live, you're acing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
can
thank
learn
you.
a lot.
Thank you. Just out of curiosity and passion. Okay. Oh, so we have more people coming. Okay. Before we ask Ikhram what he thinks, is it too late? Now, YouTube. This is a Facebook Live, so it means that it's not only us talking. We would like your participation as well. So how you can participate? Very simple. If you have any question that you would love Ikhram to answer anything regarding to Airbnb, please put it in a comment box and Ikhram is here to answer. So, okay, got it?
So go wild with your questions.
Yeah.
I can take it.
Ikhram is all prepared to get all your burning questions. So yeah, go wild, ask, and you will get the answer. Okay, so Ikhram, in your opinion, what do you think? Is it too late to go into Airbnb business now?
Okay, definitely. It's when you first brought this topic out, right? I thought it's a fantastic question. Everyone wants to know this. Is it too late? And it's not just with Airbnb, it's with any business you get into, right? Everyone wants to know, am I in or am I out? And there was a guy who came out, I forgot his name, but he came out with this fantastic research. He studied all the top businesses and entrepreneurs and why they did well. And the number one reason why people do well is because of timing. They enter the business at the right timing.
Okay.
So to answer your question, you want the straight, low down, honest to God answer?
Honest, yes.
It is too late.
Uh-oh. I think a lot of people start crying now.
So that's the end of the
End of the episode. It's too late, bye-bye. Okay, is that all? Okay.
You see, okay, if you look at the numbers, the most recent numbers with Airbnb pulled in about 2 million guests into Malaysia, and there are 44,000 listings in Malaysia now at the moment. So 2 million guests, 44,000 listings. If you do the math, it's about 45 days per year per host. So out of 365 days, the average host is getting 45 days. It's not much. Yeah. And Airbnb's one of Airbnb's representatives for Southeast Asia, she was saying that the average Airbnb host made 5,300 ringgit or 5,400 ringgit thereabouts for the whole year. Last year. So you divide that by 12 and it's still low, right?
Yeah.
But then this question is very important because let me put it in perspective, right? If you ask me, is it too late to get into business? The answer will also be the same. It's too late to be an entrepreneur because if you look at the statistics, 80% of businesses fail in the first 18 months.
Okay, true.
Therefore, should you stop yourself from becoming an entrepreneur?
Very good perspective. Yeah.
Yes, you don't. And the reason is this, because averages don't give you the entire picture. Inside every average, right, there are success stories and there's failures. So it's very important to have the right perspective when you come into Airbnb. Is it too late or is it too early? That question actually is irrelevant. It's as relevant as asking, should I be an entrepreneur or not? If your calling is to be an entrepreneur, you have to answer that calling. Despite the odds of you succeeding as an entrepreneur is very, 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 very slim. Not everyone is going to be a Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates. You're not going to start the next McDonald's if you get into the F&B business as well. But if it's a calling and you're passionate about it, I think it's something that you should follow. But it should be tempered with correct expectations, meaning if you come into Airbnb and you're expecting to make a 15% yield in the first year and mint money, I'm sorry, it won't happen. Okay. In the early days when I first came into the market, this is like 4 years ago, returns were much better. Definitely, there was less competition and all that. But things have changed. Today there are more people in the market. It's a very competitive environment. There's a lot of talk about legislation and regulating the whole business. So it's a tough environment. But those that have learned to evolve and adapt are doing well.
So it's something like, same like you're running a business. Not everybody, the sad truth is that not everybody will succeed, but there will be certain percentage that will
succeed. Yes. So Airbnb again, it's not for everyone.
Okay.
If you have an entrepreneurial spirit, it's for you. If you're not driven and motivated by, there are a certain segment, right, of people who just love to host. They love meeting new people. They love meeting new cultures. They love getting people into their house and talking, especially senior citizens, right? So this is something that they're passionate about, and money is not that relevant to them. It's fine. Then there are those who are very competitive. Money is very important. My bottom line is important. They have a strong entrepreneurial spirit. And if you're willing to put the effort, you're willing to do what it takes to be an entrepreneur, not just in Airbnb, in any business, you're an entrepreneur yourself.
Yeah.
And you know it's tough. It's not that easy, right?
It's never easy.
Yes. Yeah. So, if you're willing to put in the effort, then yes, you're going to reap rewards. So, is it ever a good time to be an entrepreneur? No. It's never a good time, right? But should you therefore stay out of being an entrepreneur? No too. Are you too late into Airbnb? Yes, it's very competitive. The market is intense. Lots of pressure. But if you feel that it's something you can do and you can do well, should you stay out of it? No, hell no.
Okay. So if let's say coming from a point of view that I'm considering whether to run an Airbnb, what are the questions that I should ask myself? Like, am I this, am I that? And then after that, it's sort of like a guideline that, okay, if let's say you are this, then you should, if not, just stay away from this business.
Okay, first you need to be realistic.
Okay.
I run a small tribe for entrepreneurs as well, and the number one thing I notice with people's expectations is it's very unrealistic. When we set goals and targets, everyone who starts business for the first time, their goals and targets are very linear. It's a graph that goes like this.
Okay.
But in reality, it never happens like that. It's actually a downward exponential curve. So it goes like that, and then it goes up. So there might be a period where you lose money while you're learning. I call this your cost of learning. Yeah. So your expectations are right. Don't expect to make a lot of money in the first month or second month. Be willing to put in the effort. Do everything it takes to be a right host. Put in the hours and do the grind, right? And you'll do well.
Okay.
Right? So that's number one. Your expectations need to be right. Number two, you need to have a bit of knowledge on Airbnb. So I'm going to share with you all 5 things that I look out for when I'm, whether deciding where to do Airbnb or whether a particular property is suitable. The first thing is the property needs to be as close as possible to as many tourist attractions as possible.
Okay.
Second, because Airbnb, you're pulling in tourist crowd.
Correct.
Second, the property needs to be close to public transportation. And when I say public transportation, not necessarily MRT and LRT only, even bus lines. Like we are now at the Scott Garden. It goes across Old Klang Road.
Okay.
Everyone is looking at MRT, LRT, but you'll be surprised to know that the Old Klang Road is a trunk road that has 9 bus lines running through it. So if I step out of the road, onto Old Klang Road, every 5 minutes there's a bus.
I saw your video and I was amazed because I've never taken Rapid KL before. I always have this misconception that bus is always never on time and things like that. Until I watched your video teaching how people to get from Scott Garden to Mid Valley and etc. And I was amazed.
It is. Even I was amazed when I found out because it connects you to all these places. And if you compare Malaysia to, let's not look at London or New York per se, but if you compare it to most of Asia, right, our public transportation is pretty good. And I've seen buses in other countries, and I'd say Rapid KL is decent. We may not have the best drivers in the bus, but the buses are decent. So we look out for that, for public transportation, right? The sole purpose is so that you can get your guests from your apartment to all these places, shopping malls, entertainment, recreation and all that. Which leads me to the next thing. The next thing you need to be close to is shopping mall. So the closer you are to a shopping mall, the better. And when I say shopping mall, think about shopping malls with international flavors, Pavilion, Bukit Bintang, Wan Utama, The Curve, right? Those are really good malls to be next to. Then you should be close to entertainment outlets. So think Changkat Bukit Bintang, for example. You've got lots of bars and everything around, right? That place makes a good Airbnb location. Okay, and finally, it's the facilities and amenities of the building itself. So if you've got unique stuff, you've got a rooftop infinity pool. That's when if you're in a stratified property, in a high-rise property. But let's say in a bungalow, but you have plenty of features. A beautiful out-of-this-world swimming pool, a tree house.
Okay.
All these things do really, really well on Airbnb. Okay, so the facilities and amenities, I repeat, it's the proximity to tourist attractions, it is public transportation, shopping malls, entertainment, and finally the facilities and amenities. Now, there's something else that trumps all these five, and that's a USP.
Okay.
So if you have a unique selling proposition, Airbnb's top listing that is doing extremely well for the next 2 years, it's almost fully booked. It's in the middle of a forest and it's called the Mushroom Dome Cabin.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's unique about it is among many things is it's got this transparent roof, so you can actually lie down and watch the stars.
Okay.
So that is their unique selling proposition. Find yours. And this, we can talk about this for 1 hour. There'll be so many unique selling propositions. It's your duty and your job to find yours.
So meaning that if you have a very unique selling point, it's sort of like giving an experience for your customers, and people don't mind if it's far away, has nothing, people will still go there.
They will go.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. There's something
A
new.
lot of Airbnbs in remote areas, they do well because they've got a unique selling proposition.
So guys, if you have a property out of nowhere, don't be sad. Now you have hope. So
Yes.
you need to find a USP like what Ikhram has just shared, and then probably you will be the next #1 with 2 years advance booking.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool, man. It's
Yeah.
like free money coming in,
Yes.
cash cow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. We have questions coming in already. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. So okay. Marian is asking, what is the thing you have to make difference compared to other B&B? So basically, I guess if I got your question right, Marian, please let me know. Basically, I think she's trying to ask what makes you stay competitive.
Okay, the USP. So having a unique selling proposition keeps us competitive. When I can only give you all examples from my own personal experience. When we first started Airbnb, I was very into personalized hospitality because I noticed as operators were getting bigger, they lost that personal touch.
Sure.
So we tried our best as we were growing to make sure that we were always personalized with our guests. We knew them by name. We had many things that we did that made them feel there was personal attention. So our tagline at that time was personalized hospitality. We ensured every guest felt welcome into the home.
It's like as though you're staying in JW Marriott.
Yes. Well, yes, but at 1/10 the price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not exactly as good. JW Marriott does a fantastic job as well. Then as we grew, and it wasn't that easy to keep personalized hospitality, and more hosts came. You see, the smaller hosts have got a serious competitive advantage. They can be more personalized, and that's what Airbnb guests are looking for. So we couldn't compete with the person with one listing who can really give personalized attention. So we decided to move into something we call life-changing accommodation.
Okay.
And what does life-changing accommodation mean? Well, I have a mentor who has been very successful in what he does, and he's a very motivating person. So his first book that he wrote was a book of quotes. He wrote, when he wanted to write a book, he didn't know how he was going to complete the book. So he decided to write one phrase every day.
Okay.
And every phrase was a motivational quote from him, from his personal experience. So I took all those quotes, I put it into this nice little stand.
Okay.
There's over 300 or 400 quotes, so it's all in these stands, and we put it in all the rooms, and we gamified it. We make sure guests interact with those quotes, and then they get points and they can get discounts on their stay.
Okay, when is your next week? I
can,
cool.
yes. So you know, some people enjoy it, some people don't do it, but overall, we wanted guests that stay with us to come out feeling changed, and so we said life-changing accommodation. So that was what we thought would keep us a bit competitive, and this may evolve over time. It may change. So we constantly are looking at our USP and how to evolve it.
Wow, very interesting. Very small gesture, but it really makes a lot of difference in terms of customers' experience.
Yep, yep.
Okay, let's see, any more questions? Now, for those who have just come in, welcome to our Facebook Live called Journey to the Expert. Now, this is our first episode. We are very honored to have Ikhram with us today to discuss on a topic called Is it too late to jump into AirBNB Business Now? So, since this is a Facebook Live, so what we're gonna do that is, it's not gonna be like us talking and then you watching. We are gonna include you into the discussion as well. So how are you gonna participate is fire all your burning questions in the comment below. Then Ikhram will be there to answer all your questions. From the start, Ikhram already gave us a green light. He says, go wild with your questions. So boring questions will not be entertained. The last one I had one. So yeah, go wild. This is a very rare chance you can ask Ikhram. So please, give us more questions. We would love to discuss it over, and hopefully you will get benefit as well. And not only that, please help us to share this video out so that more of your friends or family, or even your partners who are running Airbnb business with you can learn and also benefit from this as well. Now, if you're also running an Airbnb business, let us know. We would also want to know, you know, if you are in this discussion, so that we can all learn together. Okay, great. Okay, let's continue. Wow. Okay. Let's see, any more questions from our guests? Okay. Oh, Davey is asking where. Can I know where is living space?
We are located at the Scott Garden. That's on Old Klang Road.
Old Klang Road. Very near to the Gardens Mall and Mid Valley. So like what Ikhram shared, the 5 important points, right? Basically fit everything.
Almost, most of it, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any question, please share with us. Please let us know so that we can get Ikhram to answer your burning question. Okay. So now we have more people coming in, right? So please put your questions in the comment below. We would love to hear from you. Okay. So welcome Daniel. Welcome Ruben. Welcome Xiao Hui and Ricky. Welcome to our Facebook Live. So we have just started the Facebook Live with Ikhram, talking about is it too late to jump into an Airbnb business now? Now we have just asked him just now. If you want to know the short answer, he said yes, it's too late. No hope already, so you can close it. No lah. It is too late, and also it is not too late. Very smart political kind of answer. It's like, oh, here, there, and not there.
I should have become a diplomat.
Yeah. So your next venture.
Next life, I suppose.
Okay. So Ikhram, speaking of Airbnb, is a service industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, service means also you have to spend a lot of time, because you're saying personalized and all. That's what makes you different. So how about if, let's say, I'm coming from the point that I want to do Airbnb, but at the same time I don't like doing all this personal touch, that kind of thing. As in, like, the person might not have that kind of personality to do that. They find it like quite, in Chinese we call 麻烦. So you know, to bring so does that mean that this group of people shouldn't go into Airbnb business?
Yes and no. If you are someone who is very personal, you don't like to interact so much with your guests, and you like to give them space, and you want your own space, you can still do Airbnb. Plenty of hosts do that. In fact, today, if you book an Airbnb, there's a high chance you're not going to meet your host. The whole thing is automated. Your host will give you instructions. You go to the apartment, he'll tell you where the key is or how to take the key. You take the key, you check in, you enjoy yourself and you leave without ever having to meet the host.
Correct.
And even many guests are okay with this. So you can do it. The important thing is to make sure that you are efficient, effective, efficient, that you treat this as something, as a proper business. So there's so many things that can go wrong. The guest can come in, the aircon might not be working, that he might find a cockroach in the room, right? All these are preventable.
Okay.
So if you have a system where you have preventive maintenance done, meaning every 7 months, like clockwork, your aircon is serviced. Every 3 months, like clockwork, your place has got pest control. Every few months, you check your bed linen, you do thorough cleanings. You have a system for all these things. You may never ever have to meet your guests.
True, because for my last few booking, I don't even know who is the host actually.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So how about for those who, let's say like I have some money to invest in because I thought that Airbnb makes good money, but I actually have my business or I have a career, so I do not have time to even do listings or whatever. So is there any solution for people like this?
Well, there are operators out there who will do the whole thing for you, meaning they will take your property, they will list it, they will market it and get things for you. Plenty of operators in Malaysia. You can just Google search them, or you can ask around and you'll find a lot. The important thing is, if you're giving it to someone else to manage, expect lower returns. So it's going to be like renting it out on a long-term basis, except there's a few differences. Although the income might be the same when you pass it to an operator or rent out long-term, you will find that your apartment over time is better kept.
How is that?
It's surprising, right?
Yeah.
The reason is this, because after every guest checks out, the room is cleaned. It's brought back into the condition it was before, and this keeps happening every check-in, check-out, room is clean, done up again. If there's anything wrong with the room,
they can't rent it out again.
They can't rent it out, and the guest is going to complain. So the operator is forced to make sure that everything works, the room looks nice, and so forth. Whereas if you rent it out long term, you will find that the wear and tear is heavier. Yeah.
Okay. So because you were saying that there are a lot of operators out there, how to choose a trustable operator?
Choose someone who is honest with you. Anyone who's giving you figures that are bloated, 15% yield or double your rental and all that, run. Don't touch these people with a 6-foot pole. Go after people who are very realistic in their... You see, we are all, especially in Malaysia, I've had conversations with a lot of people about this, right? Malaysians are greedy.
True.
We want money, we're driven by that, right? And we always want to hear people say this, you rent with me, I'll give you a 15% yield. It sounds sweet, it sounds nice, and you're always driven towards that. You've heard of that story, right? The chicken and the cat, the mouse. It's an Aesop's fable, it's an old fable. This mouse is running around and meets a cat. And the cat looks so cute and furry and nice, and the mouse is going up towards the cat, and suddenly this chicken comes and it crows at the rat, and the rat runs and tells its mother, I met the most horrible creature just now outside there, and then I saw the most beautiful little thing, furry and cuddly and everything, right? And then the mom said you should thank the rooster, because the rooster was trying to save you, the cat would have eaten you.
Okay, this is a very, very good and cute story, okay.
So, beware of people who give you, bloated facts and figures and everything. People who are realistic are usually the operators I would go with.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have more questions coming. Okay, Alvin. Okay, Alvin is asking, do you think the current market for Airbnb is going? We have a lot of questions. Okay, Alvin is asking, do you think the current market for Airbnb business is going towards supply more than demand kind of thing?
Yes, at the moment, it looks like we've got more supply than demand. That's right. If you just joined us in the beginning, I mentioned that last year, between 2017 to mid 2018, I think I got that right. Airbnb pulled in 2 million visitors into Malaysia, and we have 44,000 listings. If you do the numbers, that's about 45 days of booking per guest on average. But I can tell you that's the average. Many hosts get far more than that, and many hosts get far less than that, and many hosts they come in and go out very quickly. So of these 44,000 listings, I would say a significant number are probably dormant or not doing well. And so to answer your question, short answer, yes, we have more supply than demand, but Airbnb is new. And if you look at how markets work, right, it starts off where there are few key players, there are few players in the industry, everyone's making a lot of profit and everything is good. Then other people hear this and a lot of people come in. And then the market starts to get very competitive. It's called, the early stage is called the forming stage. Then you come into the norming stage where there's a lot of intense competition and everything. Then over time the market consolidates and becomes more stable. So Airbnb is at the second stage where there's lots of people coming, it's very intense, competition is stiff, but the market will consolidate and become stable. This is a normal progression of any market.
So meaning that one day those that's underperforming will no choice will have to close down.
Yes, and this is evolution. If you underperform, you get thrown out. Yeah.
It's like the same for every industry.
Yes.
Okay, thank you Alvin for your question. Now for the rest, if you have any question, please leave in a comment below as well. Not only that, we actually have a giveaway session at the end of our Facebook Live. There are lots of gifts that we're going to give today. Not only one prize, there are multiple prizes. So please stay until the end of our Facebook Live. Now to participate in our lucky draw is very simple. You just need to leave a comment, because every comment means one participation form. So indirectly it means that the more question you ask Ikhram, you have more chance lah. Okay, Ikhram has just given us a green light that he's okay and accepted the challenge to receive very wild question from you. So give very wild question that you can ever think of, something that you have always thought but do not know who to ask. Today is the day. So please fire all your question away.
Related to Airbnb.
Yeah, Airbnb. Don't ask questions like is Ikhram married and things like that. Not entertained. Okay. Yeah. So only relating to Airbnb business. Okay. So please fire all your crazy questions regarding Airbnb in the comment below, and then we will get them answered. Okay. We have one more question coming from Yenny. So Yenny is asking, thanks for the market info like now. She's asking how to expand an existing Airbnb business, how to grow to the next level.
Okay, very good question. Thank you very much, Yenny. I'm going to share with you all the biggest mistake I made as an Airbnb host, and that was.
Also got make mistake.
Yeah, big time.
The guru. Okay.
Those that don't make mistakes cannot become guru.
True.
Cannot become expert. You must learn to. You have to go through that. But anyway, one of the biggest mistakes we made was to expand very fast. It was very nice. We were growing big and everything, and I could say proudly, "Hey, I've got X amount of apartments." It was very nice, but we were not able to handle that. So how do you expand slowly and steadily? Don't jump too much, unless of course you find someone who's willing to give you lots of funds. But if you're building your business on your own funds and you need the profits and to sustain you, you should be very, very focused on being profitable first. Once you are profitable, then you start expanding slowly, maintaining that profit at all times. This is very, very important.
Okay. Is there any guideline like certain amount that I reach or certain success, then it's time for me to consider that maybe it's time for me to expand to the next level?
There's no cookie cutter solution for this.
Okay.
But I suppose every entrepreneur will be able to feel this. I mean, okay, let's look at this. If I'm running 3 Airbnbs and it's profitable, let me add one more on. And if my profit remains the same or it grows with this additional, I can add one more. But then, you know, as I come to a point where, my profit per, always look at your profit per apartment,
Oh, okay.
right? Because as you grow, your profits might also grow,
Correct.
but the profit per apartment might reduce.
How is that so?
It's, let's see, I'm making 4,000 on this property.
Okay.
Okay, my profit is, let's not say making, my profit on this property is 2,000,
Okay.
right? Now I expand
Mm-hmm.
and I'm making, I put one more property. On this one, I'm making 1,000.
Oh,
Okay, so total I'm making 3,000, but per property now I'm making 1,500 on average.
Okay, because not everybody makes the same.
Yes, so my profit per apartment on average has reduced after I
Okay.
added one more, right? So ideally, as you expand, your profit per apartment should maintain. You shouldn't be dropping. You need to watch that. And then of course, overall profitability needs to be there. So as you keep adding, make sure that your profit is growing in tandem.
Okay.
I hope that's answered the question.
Okay, so Yeni, did Ikhram answer your questions? If yes, just put a like so that we know that your question is answered. If it's not, you can continue asking so that we can get Ikhram to ask.
Continue answering.
Yeah, continue. Oh, Yeni give 3 likes. Perfectly answered.
Thank you, Yeni. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeni, sorry, Yeni.
Yeni,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so okay, I got so excited that I forgot what I want to ask you already. Okay, we have another question from Marian. Marian is asking, how do you calculate? How do you know what to charge?
Per night.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. It's a very long drawn process. Let me see how I can simplify it, because I usually do this on a chart
Wow.
and show people. But it's like this. You need to work backwards, and you need to see what your cost is. So let's say your total cost for maintaining that apartment, let's say, is 4,000 ringgit, right? And I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about your electricity, your Wi-Fi, if you're paying an installment, the maintenance, everything put in. You say 4,000. This is how much I'm spending, right? Then you have to work backwards. So we look at breaking even with a 50% occupancy, right? Which means with 15 days worth of booking, I must get 4,000, right? So roughly, to be able to get, for my max is horrible. What's 4,000 divided 15?
4,000 divided 15.
Yeah, roughly about 200 plus, right?
Yeah, should be. Wait, let me calculate.
Can someone help me with this?
4,000 divided by 15.
Yes.
267.
267. So that would be my daily rate. 267.
Okay.
So that's how much I should charge, right?
Okay.
But then I might go out and see that my competition is charging 160,
I know.
150. What do you do? That's when you need to start upping your game by introducing a very unique selling proposition, raising the bar, becoming a super host, and so forth. Yeah?
Okay.
You must differentiate
You
yourself.
know what Ikhram said? Because a lot of time, okay, let's say you're supposed to charge 267, and then we see the next door, somebody selling 160. Normally, 90% people, the first instinct they say, okay lah, I lower down my price,
Yes.
right? So, but what Ikhram said was actually a total change of different angle. Instead of lowering down the price, he chose a different path.
Try and create value. It's not always possible. I mean, sometimes competition is so intense.
Yeah.
But gradually do this. Build value every day. See how you can add to your price. I can add breakfast. I can do this. I can do that. And keep adding on my price till I reach my ideal price.
Good one. So add value. Don't go for price war, because if we go price war, right, at the end of the day we die first before other people, right?
Yes. There'll always be one joker willing to go lower than you, no matter how low you go. So it's the choice is up to you. You can either create value or compete on price. My choice is always value.
Yeah, I agree with Ikhram, coming from the inside of an entrepreneur, because value, that's where your customers are even more happy to pay you that amount, because you solve more of their challenges and then you give them a good experience.
Correct.
Right? Yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, we have another question from Nicholas. So Nicholas is asking pros and cons for rental versus profit sharing with owners. Wow, coming from this kind of question, I believe Nicholas is an Airbnb operator, right? Very technical
Sounds
question.
like someone who's doing Airbnb already.
Yeah.
So Nicholas, if you're doing Airbnb already, wonderful. Hi fellow host. So the pros and cons between rental or profit share with owners. I would never do profit share.
Okay.
I would do revenue share, but never profit. There's a difference here because profit is what's left after deducting cost. Revenue is your total bookings. Got no deduction. Okay. Now, if you do profit share with an owner, he's going to want to know your cost. And then he's going to see your cost, and then he's going to come and tell you, hey, Nicholas, why you need 3 cleaners? Can't you do with 2 cleaners? You know? Right? Because he wants to make as much profit as possible. So then what happens is you find that the owners start interfering with your operations. So profit share is a big no-no for me. I would do revenue share. Now, between revenue share and rent, what's the pros and cons? Revenue share, your cost is modular. So the more apartments you take, the more cost you have. The less your cost reduce, or the more bookings you take, the more your cost. It's always your cost grows together with your revenue, right? So you can expand fast and quickly. Rent, you have fixed costs. So whether you have a high occupancy or low occupancy, you have this cost to pay. So you need to have a better cash flow if you're doing rental, and you need to be prepared for low season periods and all that lah, right? Your cash reserves need to be high. So the possibility of growing faster and sustaining your business is better with revenue share, but the chances of higher profit is better with rent. So if you've mastered your occupancy, that means you're able to consistently get a very high occupancy, rent might be the best for you. But if you don't have a high occupancy, that means you've not mastered that and your occupancy fluctuates. In our case, sometimes our occupancy fluctuates a lot. So in those cases, you want to go on revenue share.
Okay. So Ikhram, I believe one of the biggest challenge that a lot of Airbnb hosts face is like this. When they first start, they tend to rent the property. So what happens is that the owner of the property, when they start to see that you have a lot of business, then they start to get jealous. So they will come and say that, okay, it's time to increase the rent. I believe that's a very frequent challenge, right?
Yes.
So how do you overcome? Because by doing that, one day it's very hard for us to survive, because when they just increase, because they do not know how the market is going, and then just increase Hooty. So how do you overcome such challenges?
Okay, so this is a common problem. It doesn't just happen to Airbnb. A lot of us go and eat in restaurants. We might be eating and say, I can cook better than this guy. Right? And then we all have this dream. Maybe I should go and start a restaurant on my thing. But you'll fail because you're not, and you may not be as good as that person with systems and everything. So yes, very rarely, it doesn't happen often, but very rarely owners will start telling, hey, this guy is making a lot of profit, maybe I should increase the rent. You need to be really good at negotiating. So when owners want to increase the rent, you should be able to justify with numbers and show them everything and say, at the end of the day, I believe human beings are prone towards win-win situations. So if you want to raise your rent and you say that it's because you think I'm making a lot of profit, and I came to you and say, Daphne, look, this is my income, this is my cost, this is the shit that I have to go through every day to maintain all this, and I present it to you nicely, do you think you would be willing to maintain your rent? You would, right?
I would. Because in the end of the day, if I squeeze you too hard and then your business, you cannot survive anymore, in the end I will die also, because nobody will be renting from me.
So I believe most people are rational. If you talk and you really know how to negotiate, you can prevent this.
Okay, thank you, Ikhram. Okay, we have one more question from the Tramp. So he's interested to know about revenue share. So he's asking you to explain more.
So revenue share is very simply your total bookings, right? A lot of people do a 70-30 revenue share. This is quite common. So 70% of the revenue goes to the owner and 30% of the revenue goes to you. And then there are certain things that is under you. So for example, housekeeping, laundry costs, marketing, all that is under the operator, whereas the maintenance, sinking fees, electricity, Wi-Fi, internet, all that is under the owner. Now, what costs come under you, what costs go under the owner, and the exact split, whether it should be 70-30 or 60-40, this really depends from location to location and what prices you can charge. So it's very important that you calculate out how much you expect to make. You should, if you're going to be an Airbnb operator, you should do some research, try and find out what occupancies are like. Go to Airbnb, look, when you go to Airbnb and you search in a particular area, you can find all these listings, say for Bukit Bintang. Go and look at their calendar, and you can get a rough idea of what the occupancy is like in that area. So based on that, do your numbers, crunch them well, and then go and propose a revenue share with the owners.
Good one. Okay, thank you, Ikhram. Okay, we have come to the last 10 minutes of our Facebook Live. So friends, if you have any question, don't wait anymore. Just fire them in the comment below, because we only have last 10 minutes. Probably we will only be able to answer let's say 2 or 3 more questions before we call it a day. So if you have any question, please write them down below. As for the rest, if you do not have any questions, we would like to invite you to participate in our lucky draw as well. So how to participate? Very simple. Please comment, say hi so that I know that you are here, and then you get to participate in our lucky draw. Otherwise, you might not be able to win the prize. Wow, so fast, Yenny say hi, very scared to won't win. Yeah, so just say hi in the comment, because we will be choosing a lucky winner, not a lucky winner, few lucky winners from the comment section, and we have a lot of amazing prize waiting for you, so I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss. Okay, now we have a lot of hi, all the silent readers who have been watching but never comment. It's okay, it's never too late. So please start commenting now so that we know. Last 10 minutes. As for the rest, if you have any questions, please write them down in the comment so that we can get Ikhram to answer your question. Okay, so 2 things. If you have question, please put your question in the comment section. If you do not have any questions, just say hi to us. By doing that, you will also get a chance to participate in our lucky draw, where we have a lot of amazing prizes. One of it is actually sponsored by Living Space and Ikhram, where you get free stay in his Airbnb. So especially for those who are out of KL, this is a very good chance for you to come and jalan-jalan in KL. For those in KL, this is actually a very good chance for you to check out did Ikhram walk his talk. So you will know, wow, what? So Ikhram was saying the 5 criteria, right? So you'll be able to experience Ikhram's hospitality. Okay, so yeah, so okay, let's see what other questions we have. So, okay, we have one more question from the audience. The Trump is asking, what are the typical risks of doing Airbnb?
Well, the biggest risk of all is not making money.
Okay.
So that's the worst that could happen is you don't make money on it. Then let's say you do Airbnb and you're operating it, quite well. Other risks usually. I'm not sure whether you want to know about risks from the operation side or risk on the guest side. I'm assuming that you're asking about the guest side. Correct me if I'm wrong. The risks that can come from your guests is that they damage the property. They, if you have house rules, no smoking inside, they smoke. So there's ways to mitigate this by having your house rules written out, constantly reminding your guests of your house rules, having no smoking sign. Put a fine. I impose a 200 ringgit fine on any guest who smokes, and we use it. So every time a guest smokes, we charge mercilessly. and that prevents people from smoking, because you know, if someone smokes in your room, the next guest is going to come and complain, and it brings down your reviews and all that.
True.
So, and then how do you prevent guests from damaging your place? Usually Airbnb guests are quite good, but always read your guests' reviews. That means other hosts' review of that guest. If other hosts say this guest is not so good or got problem, then you know, you should avoid the guest.
Okay. Great. I think one of the best part of Airbnb is like it comes in a two-way, right? Whereby you can reject your host and also vice versa. That's really good.
Yeah. And if a guest makes you uncomfortable at any time as a host, you can always call Airbnb and tell them that you're not comfortable with this host. You want them to relocate this guest. Airbnb will do it for you.
Wow. It is a very good point, especially coming from the angle if you are a lady.
Yes.
And you are planning, you know, deciding whether you want to go into Airbnb business, especially those ladies who are living in the same property as well. In the same property.
Absolutely. So, you know, anytime you feel uncomfortable with the guest, contact Airbnb. They're quite good with this. They will immediately help you to relocate the guest.
That's very good. Okay. So, the follow-up questions from what you've just said. So he was, the audience was asking, how do you deal with damage charge between operators and owner?
So, I usually in the contract between us and the owner is we will be responsible and liable for damages, because the job of filtering the gas and making sure that no damage happens is actually ours as the operator. So I'm willing to accept responsibility there. Then we do everything possible to mitigate that from happening. So we're very careful with the guests. We check their guest reviews. We have all these house rules that we keep reminding the guest of. And in spite of that, if something happens, you have got Airbnb's host guarantee, which covers you for up to 4 million ringgit. So you can always claim damages from Airbnb. The only hassle is it's time consuming. So if the damage is extensive, you may have to shut that listing for a while you get it repaired and fixed and get your claims back from Airbnb.
But does it really happen? Because they only stay one night, how much can they damage?
You'll be surprised. If they're having a party, yes, a lot of damage can happen.
True.
So we're very, over time you will build your experience on this, but we're very cautious. If let's say it's a local guest, looks young, lives in Kuala Lumpur, is booking the place on Friday, right, and checking out on Saturday, then we have alarm bells happening because it could be a party. And then we ask a lot of questions. And then we tell the guests, look, we have a strict no party policy. If we find party happening, we will call security and security will eject you from the building. We make it really scary. Then they say, oh, okay, we're actually having a birthday celebration, but it seems that your place is not suitable. We say, yes, it's not.
But that one is based on the host preference, right?
Yeah.
It's not a strict rule by Airbnb. So if let's say you feel that it's okay, then you can still do it.
You can. Some properties, some people, especially if you're not in a stratified property, you don't have you're not in an apartment or condo, they've got these houses, in quite isolated. They allow parties. They design for parties.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. Okay, any more question? Okay, we have almost come to the end. One last question. Anybody? One last question. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Oh, very fast. The moment I say 100, the person types so fast. Okay. He's asking, have you ever encountered a situation where you need to claim insurance for Airbnb, and how is the process?
I did once. It was a coffee table. The guest put something very hot on it, I think, because the top part was damaged. So the claim process is very simple. 99% of the time you can get your claims from Airbnb if you do it correctly. The first thing you need to do is the moment you realize that there's some damage happening that has happened to you that has happened to something in the property, you need to, before the next booking happens, that means before the next guest checks in, you need to report this to Airbnb, and you need to report it with photos. So if you've got before and after pictures, better. So usually when you prepare your apartment and you list it, you've already got pictures, right? So just get a close-up of the, let's say it's the table, get a close-up of the table, and then the damaged photos. Then you should provide a quotation of how much it's going to cost to replace the exact same table. So in my case, I had bought it from IKEA. I could just go to IKEA's website and provide a link to Airbnb to that exact table, so they can see that thing. So once you do this with properly, right, before your next guest checks in, with proper documentation, so you've got before, after photos, a quotation or a receipt from the purchase you bought, and you submit your claim, you should be able to get it.
Okay, so the claims are basically the money comes from Airbnb or from the.
So Airbnb may try to collect the money from the guest first. Actually, Airbnb recommends that you speak to the guest first. So I did that in my case. I spoke, the guest refused to answer, ignored. Then you escalate it to Airbnb, and Airbnb will take over. So they will either try to charge the guest's card for it, or they will get it from their insurance.
Okay, very good to know that. Okay, thank you so much, Ikhram.
You're welcome.
Okay, looks like we have come to the end of our first episode of Journey to the Expert. So, one of the most exciting part, right? Lucky draw. Okay, I give you all a chance. So to those who are all our silent readers all the while, I give you 10 seconds to review yourself by saying hi in the comment to participate in our lucky draw.
Can I take my phone and say hi also now?
Then you take back your own prize. Wow. Okay, so please comment. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to do that before we go into the lucky draw. Meanwhile, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our range of sponsors who sponsors us for today. So for this episode, first and foremost, we have the Living Space, a life-changing accommodation, aka Ikhram's AirBNB. Yeah, thank you so much, Living Space. Thank you so much, Ikhram, for being such a great start for our first episode. And you have just set the bar so high, the next guest might be very stressful now. Okay, thank you so much, Living Space. Thank you. Next up, we have Hooty, my favorite social learning platform. Thank you so much, Hooty, for co-organizing this Facebook Live session with us. I'm very thankful for the team. In fact, the team are actually behind the scenes. So in front you only see both of us, but behind there's a team of them. So thank you very much for supporting this. Hooty is my favorite platform because it's a platform that gives you learning videos, and you can watch it anytime, anywhere on your fingertips. All you need to do is just have a mobile phone. Now Hooty is giving out free accounts to everyone. Yes, to each and every one of you. So please put your interest in the comment, and then they will send you the free account. So you don't want to miss this. By the way, I have some videos in Hooty as well. So yeah, you can watch. Yeah. So thank you so much, Hooty. Next, we have Sylvania Lighting, the upcoming high quality premium lighting brand. So this is a very new brand in Malaysia, but they are not new in the world. So they produce very good lighting, so please do check them out. In fact, some of you are going to win prizes from them. So thank you so much, Sylvania, for sponsoring this episode. Thank you. So next we have Janoka, my favorite accessory brand. So as you can see, ding! Yeah, so thank you for sponsoring this episode as well, and making me so beautiful with your earrings. So Janoka is actually a handmade earrings using only Japanese quality. It's premium. So please do check them out. They have very beautiful earrings. That once, but one thing, beware. You go to the website, you see, right? You might end up buying everything, like, yeah. So check them out, okay? And last but not least, my favorite Ching Pakari chocolate.
I like this chocolate too.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. I like the sample you gave me.
Thank you. Now, okay, I gave previously we did a collaboration with Ikhram, so I actually gave Ikhram a box of Pakari
Fantastic chocolates.
Yeah. So yeah. So Pakari is one of our sponsors. So thank you so much, Pakari Chocolate Malaysia. This is a premium organic chocolate that has been awarded as the world best chocolate. So you can check them out as well. World best, but at a very honest price. So please do check them out. Thank you so much to all our sponsors. Okay, I think I give you all more than 10 seconds already, right? So we are going to proceed to our lucky draw. So the first prize, in fact the first 5 prizes are sponsored by Sylvania Lighting, whereby the brand is giving out 5 pieces of 50 ringgit cash vouchers to lucky winners. So we're gonna get Ikhram to do a lucky dip and to get 5 winners to win the lucky draw. So how we're gonna do is Ikhram, you can just scroll it, and then we want to see other place. If not, later they say you pick your own name, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Then
So
you just point and then
and point, right?
Yeah.
With my finger or with the screw, with the arrow?
Can anything.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, drum.
Okay.
Okay, got it! Yay! Congratulations to our first winner, the Tramloy.
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 The tram.
Congratulations! Well, very cool name. So if you're watching, please leave a comment so that we know you are there, and then we will know who to give the prize to. So very simple now. The tram, please leave a comment and say hi, or say I'm here, so that we know that you're gonna redeem the prize. The next thing that you need to do is please PM my page so that we will know how to contact you and get your prize delivered. Okay? So is the tram answering us? The tram, where are you? Are you still here? The tram. Okay, okay, yeah, he said thanks. Okay, so now the second winner.
Okay.
Okay.
Marian.
Woo! The second lucky dip winner goes to Marianne! Congratulations, Marianne! You have win another 50 ringgit voucher from Slovenia. Thank you so much. So please comment below so that I know that you are here. Is Marianne here? Marianne here. Paging for Marianne. Marianne Eunice, I think she's too happy. She went to run around in the living room and forgot to comment. Marianne, are you still here? Okay, Marianne say hi already. Okay, congratulations, Marianne. So we're gonna have 3 more winners. Now for the rest, those of you who have just joined us, you can also participate by just commenting and say hi, so that we will you can participate in our lucky draw as well. Okay, so we have 3 more prizes to go. Okay, come, Ikhram, the lucky dip.
Okay.
Okay, the third winner goes to Elvin. Elvin, congratulations, Elvin. So we have also won another 50 ringgit cash voucher from Sylvania Lighting. So Elvin, are you still around? Elvin, are you still around? Paging.
Calling once. Calling twice.
Because Ikhram wants it, so he's closing it. Okay. So
and it's gone.
Okay, I mean it's here already. Okay. What? Nicholas is asking for Pakari. Hey, Nicholas, we are doing lighting vouchers lah. This one a bit sasat one. Okay. Okay. Congratulations, Elvin. Okay. We have 3 winners already, right? So we have 2 more.
Two
So
more.
are you ready? Let's do it.
Okay.
No. Because it landed on my own name.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
you want to give me.
Okay. All right.
You didn't move the card.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
Okay, can. Okay, the 4th winner goes to Shana Tan. Shana. Congratulations, Shana. You have just won a prize. Is Shana here? Shana, if you are here, please leave a comment so we know you are here and you can claim the prize. So Shana, are you here? Okay, let's check. I think Shana replied. Yes! Yes! Thank you, congratulations Shana. Okay, one last prize. Oh, very kanchiong. Let's go. Actually, I secretly hope that just now I should have just announced my name when Ikhram stops on my name.
Okay.
No, and then you end up on my name again.
Daphne is rigging this.
Yeah. I bribed Ikhram to put on my name.
Okay.
No, it's the same. Okay, let's do again. Something is wrong. I think the system likes my name. Okay. Wow. Okay, congratulations, Nicholas.
No free chalk, but you get 50 ringgit voucher.
Okay, Nicholas, I think the new price, you'll be more happy. You know why? Because you can just use the lighting for your Airbnb. So it's all about cutting costs, right? So yeah, you can experience it. You can fix it in your Airbnb. It's a very good lighting system. So yeah, congratulations, Nicholas. If you are here, please leave a comment below. Nicholas, are you here? Nicholas, Beijing for Nicholas. Nicholas, we are waiting for you. We have just won a prize. Probably also too shocked and don't know what to react. Okay, Nicholas. Oh, now we have last minute people who come and say hi and everything already. Okay, Nicholas, are you here? Nicholas. Nicholas, yeah, okay, Nicholas is your congratulations, Nicholas. I hope the lighting will make a very beautiful one in your Airbnb. Yeah. Okay, so that's all from Sylvania Lightings, Sylvania Malaysia. Thank you so much for sponsoring the 5 prizes for our lucky winner for episode 1. Now, the grand prize, which is also my favorite, and I hope I get to win as well, is a free 2 days 1 night in the living space AirBNB in a very special location called Scott Garden, very near, accessible, perfect. Seriously, I also don't know what to say already. It's like super awesome Airbnb. Yeah, so
super awesome, but not luxury Airbnb. Yeah. It's a mid-range.
No worries, because Ikhram's hospitality is all
good hospitality. Yep.
Yeah. So, are you ready for our grand prize? Well, now Marian is hoping that she will win again, is it? Because she keep on commenting and raise her hand. Okay. So, are you guys ready for our grand prize? So, Ikhram, let's do it. Oh, very kanchiong. Okay, we got it. Wow, congratulations, Janice Lim. You have just won a 2 days 1 night in the living space Airbnb. So Janice, are you here? Janice, are you here? Please leave a comment so that we will know that you have just won the prize and we will know who to give. Now, wow, Janice very fast. Yeah, thank you so much. Congratulations, Janice. Thank you so much. Well, she's very excited. She's like, thanks. Okay, so just a warm reminder for all the 6 lucky winners. Please remember to drop a PM onto my Facebook page called Daphne Au, so that we will know how to pass the gift to you. Okay, so please PM us latest tomorrow 5 PM. If not, all the prize goes to me. This is the new rule that I've just imposed. That's
I like your rule.
We share half, okay? Okay. So please PM the page by tomorrow 5 PM. Okay. So thank you very much once again for taking a very precious evening off to join us in a very meaningful Facebook live session called Journey to the Expert. And thank you so much for coming in to support me and also Ikhram.
Thank you all. Thank you all very much.
you guys has been a very good audience. Love your participation. Now, Ikhram, do you have any few words to tell them or any advice?
I enjoyed this live session. You were you're a good host.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And we had a fantastic audience. Thank you all for asking all those questions. Some of it were tough questions, and I'm glad you all asked. I hope it helped as much as possible. And stay tuned to her Journey to the Expert series. It sounds good. You've got a good backstory to it.
Oh, thank you, Ikhram. Now, this is an impromptu idea, right? If you would love us to host more sessions with Ikhram, please also let us know at the comment below. So maybe we can get Ikhram to come in for more Facebook Live sessions. Sounds good?
You can call it Grill the Expert.
First journey to meet the expert, then grill the expert. Okay, so we have a new name for the second series. Now, if you would love to hear from Ikhram maybe more in depth or other angles from AirBNB, please let us know. So when we have a lot of comments, then we will get Ikhram to come again. Because when you have a lot of comments, and then we will tell Ikhram he has no choice but to accept the next invitation.
You give me Pakari chocolate, I accept.
Oh, you're very pandaya because I really want to give. Okay, I actually have a small gift for Ikhram today. Sorry,
Oh.
Ta-da! Yeah, I actually brought chocolates for Ikhram.
Okay, I'm on. Anything you want, I'm going to do.
Wow,
Thank
very
you very
easy
much,
to write. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is for you. Thank you so much for coming into our Facebook Live.
It was my pleasure.
Very honored to have you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I hope to see you guys next month on a different topic. In fact, next month we're going to have a celebrity coming in to join us on the second episode. Now, to know the title, stay tuned on my next posting as I will reveal it very soon. So, thank you very much. Good night. Bye-bye.